All right, hey guys, this is Coach Marcus Jones here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Welcome to the Monday night Go to Sign the Heart by Naturals Amazing Testimonials. So you may hear some testimonials from members or maybe or even customers who are enjoying the benefits of the products, and some people are also taking advantage of the income opportunities both companies offer. Rosalind has three guests. Welcome, Rosalind's guests. Appreciate that. Happy late Labor Day here in America and in Canada. I didn't. I just found out Canada also observed Labor Day the same day. So hopefully everyone had a relaxing day. And for those of you who are returning to work tomorrow, right, make it a good work week. We do this testimonials Zoom every Monday night at 5 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. And this is from people from all around the world who are customers only, and some people are also consultants and brand ambassadors for both Go to Sign and Heart Body Naturals. As far as myself, I've been with the company for over 6.5 years. It'll be 7 years in February. I do this part-time. I work full-time in corporate America. I have a management position. And because of this business, I've been able to pay for my daughter to graduate from Arizona State University. She's starting her master's program in October. That's already paid for. All right. And so this opportunity has helped me, generate over seven figures in income in about 6 years. So it's been very lucrative for myself, as it has been for several other members who are with the company. We never make any income claims, because we work hard here. We don't know if you will work hard if you partner with us. So it's possible you may join us and not earn any money. However, we do have a system in place. It's called the best system, and the people who follow the system are the ones who tend to have success fairly quickly. I know we recently had 14 new diamond brand ambassadors since February the 20th that hit diamond ambassador since Orlando. So in about 6.5 months. So it's been an amazing to see people's growth. And as far as what we are network marketing companies. Green Organics is the parent company. And congratulations, Jessica and Miriam, and I know Rasan's on here. So many people hit dime. It's great seeing that. But Green Organics is the parent company of Golden Sign and Heart by Naturals. They are two separate companies, and they're based in Cincinnati, Ohio. Now, these are network marketing companies, okay? And people do network marketing every day, but don't get paid for it. And we simply show people how to get paid to do something they already know how to do. Just think about the first time or the most recent time you made a recommendation or a referral, and share something you liked or you use with people you know. Okay, and we've done that for a lot of our lives. I know for me, it started back in when I was growing up, it wasn't middle school. It was junior high school, right? We would go to the candy lady's house and buy candy from this lady's house, and we would tell our friends about it, and they would go and buy a bunch of candy at a discount. So, but the candy lady never gave me any free candy and never share her profits. All right, just like if we go to our favorite coffee house or our favorite restaurants, they don't share their profits with us by sharing our experience or our favorite coffee or favorite meal from that coffee house or restaurant. So they make the money, we don't. What we offer here with Golden Sign and Harmony Naturals is we get paid to buy, use, and refer people to buy the products. Okay. And it makes sense if something benefits me and I'm getting benefits from, say, black seed oil, and I know someone that can benefit from it, I have a duty to share it with them, except the company pays me for that. So that's in a sense what network marketing is. As far as the incentive plan between the two companies, there are up to 15 different ways to get paid. Harmon Naturals pays 9 ways. Go to Sana pays 6 different ways. There's daily pay, which pays in real time, right? We have real time bills, right? It's nice to have real time income. There's weekly pay, and there's also monthly pay, which is great. And today happened to be the first of the month and a Monday, right? So People woke up this morning and who was excited when they logged into your back office and saw the size of your commissions today? I know Matrix Mondays are always exciting here with Go Dasana. The first of the month is always exciting with both companies because of the star bonuses, the SAT bonus, and Matrix Pay was amazing. And that's all residual or passive income, right? So that's what we have here as far as the business overview. As far as the income and the products, there's probably around 400 products. And thank all you guys for commenting. Probably over 400 products, all organic, all plant-based. On the Golden Silence side, there are the household products, personal care products. We have the deodorant, the tooth powder, the hair and body bars, the laundry detergent, the cleaning spray, which we're buying that stuff anyway, right? And so if since was already buying like laundry detergent, I stopped buying it from Amazon and I started buying it from my own store, right? Because it's non-toxic, right? And it cleans your clothes really well. And there's other uses for that. I stopped buying, deodorant with chemicals and aluminum from, Amazon. That was where I shopped a lot. And so I buy my deodorant sticks from my online store. My favorite stick is the Rose and Vetiver stick. And yes, we have go-go sticks now, which is a cosmetic. I just took a shot of my Focus Fuel go-go stick, but we have 10 different go-go sticks. Those are essential oil nasal inhalers made with real oils, so you get the actual of the proper aroma or fragrance from the plants made to that are used to make those inhalers. Unlike some of these other popular brands of nasal inhalers, they're made from synthetic oils, right? And we don't do that. Okay, and then also we have black seed oil, the hair serum, the skincare serum. On the HBN side, is primarily superfoods and supplements. I know our GLP-1 system is popular. People, have been hearing about GLP-1 drugs and have been seeing the negative side effects associated with them, right? People have been, their stomachs becoming paralyzed and people going blind from taking those GLP-1 drugs. We have a natural GLP-1 system that works, okay? And people are having some amazing results. So that's what we have as far as the products. There is a money back guarantee, so there's never any risk of you losing your money if you decide to make a purchase of the products. And there also is a cashback program. So that's pretty much a high level overview. I want to welcome any of our guests here tonight. I know Roz has 3 guests, so welcome and for being here. I believe they dialed in today, and so I did share the dial-in number, and but I appreciate you guys for being here. And if you guys are watching on Zoom, and if you can comment in the chat, you can let us know who invited you here, and make sure you get back with whoever invited you to check this information out. Let them know what you liked about the information. Okay, so now as far as why we're here tonight, we're going to have people who voluntarily share their testimonials. Oh, Michelle Austin. Oh, Miss Charlotte. Okay, welcome, Michelle. Appreciate you. So if you guys do have a testimony you like to share, you can raise your hand. Hit the raised hand button and I will see it on the screen, or you can comment in the chat and we'll have you unmute yourself. I'll ask you to unmute and then you'll be able to share. And I know Tiara Moore is usually here. She missed last Monday. She has some health challenges going on now, so keep her in your prayers. But she's usually here every Monday and has at least one guest, right? So hopefully she'll be here next Monday at our next live Zoom. And that's it. So does anyone have a testimonial they want to share? I see Douglas. Doug, I was going to read your testimonial, sir. So let me get you to unmute yourself. I was going to read. I'm glad you raised your hand. I got you, Gina. Okay, Douglas, you should be able to unmute yourself. Let me try. There you go.
Yep. It all started last weekend when we were doing the liver detox, and we started it a day late. We started on Sunday, and that first Sunday I released 4 pounds by Monday morning, and I had always intended on doing a long-term fast. So I started a 5-day fast on Monday at around noon, and it concluded on Saturday morning. And during those 6 days total, from Sunday through Saturday, I released 14.3 pounds. Felt great, was never tired, had lots of energy. Clarity of mind was incredible. Um, it was just, it was an awesome time. I enjoyed it so much. It kind of sounds funny to do a 5-day fast and then say you enjoy it, but the it worked so well. We're going to be doing a parasite cleanse with the Tina's group starting on Tuesday, and I'm going to go right back into a fast with that because it was excellent. Um, but it's just I encourage everybody to do it. And the thing is, I couldn't have done it without the products. The cravings crusher go-go sticks helped me keep my cravings down during that time, and all the supplements I take, the black seed oil, the fulvic acid, the slimmer oil, the GLP products. It was just an amazing time. I really enjoyed it.
That is
Look forward
awesome.
to it again. But yeah, 14.3 pounds in 6 days.
I need to do the math, though. Let me do 14.3 divided. I know it's more than 2 pounds a day. 14.3 divided by 6 days. So that's 2.38 pounds per day, which is awesome. And so which so I have my craving crusher in my pocket. Wait a minute, where's mine at? Mine is right here. And so this is what I use at nighttime. So after 8 o'clock, because I tend to want to snack, eat popcorn and like cashews. This right here helps me avoid snacking at night. And so which is amazing. And so what type of fast did you do?
Water.
Wow. Wow.
I did water. I did do some purity
Okay.
or vitality um, during the day, like 3 times a day. I had vitality,
Okay.
and yeah, it was awesome. I would encourage anybody. Yeah, I've been doing intermittent fasting for years now, where I only eat one meal a day, and I always wanted to do a long-term fast. So I thought, well, why not give it a try?
You did. You did. I know you had already before that you had already lost over 50 pounds.
Right.
Yes, I'm looking forward to seeing you what the week after next week weekend in
Yeah, it's gonna be real
Nashville.
soon.
I saw
Yep.
you. Greta went to Hershey Park or
Yeah.
somewhere yesterday. You guys were having fun, so
Yeah.
it's awesome. And yeah, the purity and vitality that gives you the energy also helps to reduce your appetite a little bit. So you don't feel as hungry, but the craving crusher, when those hunger cravings come, this right here works great. This is amazing. Just two
It,
sniffs, you're good.
it really helped. And the other thing with a long-term fast is after the first 2 days, you kind of lose your appetite.
Yeah,
Your cravings go down, hunger pangs go down, and I was just using the craving crusher to kind of reinforce that during the day.
that's awesome. That's awesome. Well, thanks for sharing that. And I know you had some other stories too with some of the other go-go sticks too, but that one right there was great to see. I appreciate you for sharing that.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome, sir. All right, and see, Gina's here. All right, had an amazing event in Newport News, Virginia. I got Gina, then we have Michelle after her. You should be able to mute yourself, Gina.
I am unmuted, Coach. I thank you guys so much. I just love my family dearly. And yes, we did have a grand time at our event on Saturday. It was so exhilarating, motivating. If you had a doubt in your mind when you came there, it was just crushed. It's gone. I wanted to give my testimony about the go-go sticks. You guys know I have issues with asthma and sinus and allergies. As a matter of fact, that's the only 4 pills that I take to help me control myself because I have issues breathing every single day without fail. But that allergy and that sinus go-go stick, man, oh man. If you backed up, got that stuck mucus as they call it, that is going to move that stuff. And the first couple times I used it, My nose was a little dry, but I won't run it. Yesterday, when I used it, it moved all that crap out the way. I had to keep the box of tissue nearby. It was coming from the back of my throat. I was coughing it up. Mucus was just flying everywhere. And I'm not saying that to be gross, you guys. I'm saying it because it really works. It really works. And I have everything under the sun. I have inhalers, I have nasal sprays, I have a nebulizer machine. I got it all. But when I can go even one day without doing a treatment, I am ecstatic. And I was able to go all day today without using my nebulizer machine. That's an A plus for me, guys. An A plus. And Coach Marcus, I always got to throw my pitch in there for Nashville, Tennessee. I am looking forward to seeing my family there. I am so elated that it is September. This is September 1st. So we are knocking at the door of Nashville, Tennessee. For all of those who are able to be in person, it's going to be a wow. It's going to be a wow for you. Every time we come, when we've been to conferences before, it's still so exciting. You get something every single time you come. But coach, I got the gift of gab. So I'm gonna turn it back over to you. Thanks for letting me speak.
All right, Gina. Thank you for sharing your experience using the go-go sticks. I have them all here on my desk right now, and I sniff all of them. Right, I don't do it with migraines. I like how it smells. I just sniff it just to sniff that one. My favorite one I use nightly is the sinus soothe. So here in Las Vegas, it's dry. It's nasal passages and sinuses get inflamed. And I sniff this before going to bed. I wake up and my nasal passages are clear going to bed. And when I wake up in the morning, everything's clear and I'm able to breathe. So no backup, nothing. So the go-go sticks are amazing. And thanks for giving the plug to the Nashville event. We do have events, a couple of times throughout the year as far as our big training events. We call them boot camps. And so the next one's going to be in Nashville, Tennessee, September 12th, 13th, and 14th. That Friday night, we're going to have an axe throwing contest, I believe. Saturday is training, and then Sunday is going to be some fun stuff. I think I'm training on your financial house, the one I did in Orlando. People will like that training. So if I can get on the training schedule, that's what Coach Will asked me to teach. So I'll teach that again. But we have some amazing events, and I'm glad your Newport. How was your Newport News event? I mean, I think I get you on mute again. There you go.
It was fantastic. We had a packed room, coach. I mean, standing room only. Will does what he do, which was an awesome job. It was so much fun. And we didn't have to do a powerhouse of a lot of notes. We got to enjoy Will and his personality, which was fantastic. The crowd was moving, they were excited. It was just great. It was great. And I am just so motivated. I am so motivated. I'm ecstatic. I'm still on that boot camp natural high, guys. It was just awesome. It was awesome.
Awesome.
Roz and I and Curlin, we were a little nervous. We couldn't get in the library until 1 o'clock on the dot. But Kenya and Charlotte and their crew, everybody pitched in to get the room set up. We did that room so fast it wasn't funny. And I had a poster board up there that got why and question marks everywhere. So when Will hit on the why, that board was right there where people could actually see it. And it was nice and bright. It had a bright orange background. It was awesome. It was awesome. Charlotte and Kenya, they really enjoyed themselves. Everybody had such a good time. Carolyn, who barely made it because her job keep her moving. I was ecstatic to see that Carolyn could make it. So it was just great. Roz thought she was gonna get away with not saying anything, but drill sergeant Charlotte, She had everybody come up to the front, and everybody had to say something, that was part of our conference. So it was just fantastic. We had two people come in from out of town, one from Richmond. I think the other one was from, I'm not even going to say where she was from, but I know Susan came from out of town. Rhonda and Susan came. So that was awesome within itself. So it was just fantastic, Coach.
Awesome. That's awesome. Glad you had a successful event. As we always do, we have lots of events going on, those smaller ones, but it's always good to get together and see people you see online and on the internet, get to see them in person, and also having guests show up who people who want to learn about, the opportunities we have here, and seeing real people having real results with the products. We are a product focused company, because if products don't move, nobody gets paid. So and so we just operate, primarily on the internet. And I like the fact the company, they're willing to pay us to buy and use and refer people to buy the products, as opposed to paying a marketing company to do commercials and ads. They tend to simply take that budget and pay people like you guys to do that, which is great. It makes sense. So when we ask why not join us, if you're already buying deodorant and nasal inhalers and weight loss products and tea products, if you're already buying that stuff, all you're going to do is just switch your store, right, and buy from your own online store. So it just makes sense, right? And so, no, Susie's from Maryland, but thank you, Gina. All right, Michelle Austin, you've been waiting for a little bit. Thanks for waiting. Let me get you to unmute yourself. You should be able to unmute. There you go.
Yes. Can you hear me? Yeah, perfect. Alrighty. So basically, yes, Miss Charlotte brought me on. She's amazing. And for the last week, I've been doing the colon cleanse. And then what is the other thing? The magnesium oil. Wow, that one is my favorite. Definitely, you'll be asleep quickly. And then my second favorite is the slimmer oil. The taste is great. Out of everything that I've tasted before, like anything with like orange, grapefruit, the balance in it is great. It's not overwhelming. I appreciate the ginger coming through towards the end as the aftertaste. So it's almost like I drank like a ginger ale. I personally put it in sparkling water. So it's like a ginger club soda or beer, just because of how exquisite the taste was. But that's been my favorite one so far. I think my GI is like moving quicker. However, I think it's still like taking its effect in the other detoxing because it's only been 1 week. But I will say that magnesium oil, that's my go-to, my favorite.
Is that the one? Is it the
The
magnesium
sleeping
spray in
oil.
the blue bottle?
Yeah, in the blue bottle, exactly.
That one is,
It's
yes, that's amazing.
amazing.
There's
Yeah.
a there's a hack if you want to spray it underneath your armpits,
Mhm.
couple pumps. It works. You can use it by itself, and it's going to keep your armpits from sweating and stinking. So
Awesome. And look at that natural deodorant.
that
We
is
love
not.
it. And thank you, Miss Charlotte. Great testimony. Thank you for bringing me on. So that I really just wanted to share that 1 week difference.
Okay.
Phenomenal.
All right. Well, come back and welcome to the family. We appreciate you being
Yeah.
here. Miss Charlotte is amazing, right? A lot of
I'll see you in Nashville too. So I'll be there.
we'll
I'll see
see.
you all.
I'll see you in what 11 days.
I know.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. But Miss Charlotte, a lot of what we do, as far as our events, they wouldn't take place without her, right? So it's
Um,
always great to. I'm glad you chose her as your support team, and
definitely.
we're here to help you win and be successful. But thanks for sharing
Mm,
that story. And the slimmer oil, yeah, I was skeptical about that when I joined years ago, because I thought essential oils, you simply put them in a diffuser, and
exactly.
I didn't know you can in
Ingest.
some of them.
Right.
And because Alexander Brighton is our formulator, she formulates some of our oils that can be safely ingested because there's no chemicals. And we
Mhm.
get, for those of you who don't know, we as far as the oils and products, we get first dibs. So the growers and farmers that grow the plants to make the oils, they
Yes.
contact us first and to ask Alexandra, hey, do you want to buy this crop? And if she says yeah, then we get first dibs, and all the other companies get what's left. So that's why
Amazing.
our products work the way where they do. So looking forward to to more your story as you use more of the product. So appreciate that.
Definitely. Thank you so much.
Welcome. All right. Thank you. You're welcome. All right. Anyone else have anything you want to share? We have this, so it's 5:25. So just wanted to just hanging out. I know it's a holiday, and I know people could be having fun with family or traveling. So wasn't sure who's going to hop on tonight, if anyone was going to hop on. But Miriam's here. Oh, Miriam, you should be able to unmute yourself because you're co-host, so you should be able to unmute.
Okay. Hello, everybody. Quick testimony about the Craving Crusher go-go stick. This thing has been like my it's got me out of a lot of trouble. Especially at night, when I'm, like you, Coach Marcus, when I'm craving stuff and it's late. You shouldn't eat late anyway, but you want it, and I take this thing, and this is going with me everywhere. I sent 2 sticks out. I sent like a whole bunch of stuff recently to my family, and I sent 2 sticks out to families so that they could try it. And it works for like not just weight loss, but just cravings. So like if you smoke, it may help with that. So, or whatever. So I sent those out, but interesting thing, I was after I became Diamond, and I had a little extra money, so I started paying off some a firm, those those little loans you get from a firm, and I had some that needed maybe a couple of payments and then they would be finished. So I paid those off, didn't think anything of it. Couple of days after that, I got a email from one of my credit cards that said that my limit was raised, and then my credit score went up. I was like, oh my God, I've never had a 700 credit score, and now so I'm like, oh, I got to really protect it now. But that was just like, what in the world? I've just, if you ever need to pay down some bills, this is a great way to do that, to get ahead of whatever debts you have. This is a great way to do that. And I'm just going to keep working to get rid of all my debt. It's not a lot. I know you mentioned that like the average person that was at 8,000. I don't have that much debt. Oh my God, no. But it's just the fact that I owe somebody something, I want to pay it. But that was just like, what? That was crazy.
That's awesome.
That
That's
was crazy.
the fact that you're already paid a credit card off, and now
Well, yeah. Well, I ended up having to use it again, but that one I'm almost done paying that one off again. And then it's just pay your bills off. I don't even like to use it unless I have to. But it's a good feeling.
It's great. You get that email saying, "Hey, we've increased your credit limit," and then you log into whatever. I have like Credit Karma and some different platforms that email me, "Hey, your credit score has changed, right? It has gone up, or so it's awesome. That's one thing. The income opportunity is that's one of the benefits, is to help people erase debt, can help people, save up for vacations, pay for travel, whatever. But I always tell people, if you guys have any high interest debt, pay that off, guys, because that thing right there is a trap. Where I did the numbers today, like the average American has $8,000 in credit card debt. Okay, and the average interest rate per year is 25%. Right, so these credit card companies, these banks are charging 25% on the money you borrow on that credit card, making a minimum payment. Just say you start out with $8,000, and you make say the minimum payment is 2%. That's $160, right? But at 25% interest, the interest alone is $167. So you're going to pay $160. When you get your statement next month, your balance has gone up by $7, right? Because you only paid $160. They added 167 to the 8,000. So now your balance is now $8,007. And it's just going to continue to compound and accrue as long as you carry that balance. So I went to ChatGPT and asked, how long would it take to pay off an $8,000 credit card at 25% interest, paying 2%? It would take 112 years to pay the credit card off. I mean, I mean, 112 years, and ChatGPT says it'll never be paid off in that person's lifetime. And this says it's a trap. So guys, use your income. If you guys are building the business, or if you guys are out there looking for a way to, bring in additional income, we have a system that can get you in profit fast, right? There's people who on here has made at least $300, right? 300 bucks, $300 a month. That right there can that's all over there. That's $3,600 a year. That can definitely knock off some of those bills, some of that debt, right? So that's one of the benefits of having this type of business, is because you can do it part-time and you can achieve whatever financial goals you have and help knock off bills. I know I was involved in a car accident 5 years ago. I had insurance, but there's still co-payments, right? And so fortunately, as the bills were coming in for me paying the ambulance bill, the CAT scan bill, the MRI bill, paying all these bills coming in, the emergency room bill, the hospital co-payment, they just kept coming in, and I still had the responsibility for as far as my co-payment. Fortunately, I never had to touch my savings, right? I just was able to pay all my medical bills from that car accident from my commissions, which is great. And I know many people that had a medical emergency, right, and they've gone bankrupt because of that, right? And so that's why I like this opportunity, because we're helping people, get healthy, right, and people are able to, get ahead financially. But thanks, Miriam, for sharing that. That's some good stuff. Appreciate that. Okay, hey, Rick, let me get you on mute. There you go.
Okay. Hey, how you doing?
I'm well. How you doing, sir?
Doing great. I'm looking forward to Nashville. Looking forward to seeing everybody. It's been a while.
Really fun.
Anyway, I'm liking those go-go sticks too. And I've never really experimented a lot with the biblical oils like the myrrh and frankincense and spikenard. I never have tried any of that. I've smelled the frankincense and everything. The myrrh I was kind of surprised at. Didn't have a strong smell, but it's pleasant. But I thought after listening to Detox Divas, when Tina did her whole thing on the go-go sticks, I was really interested in what she said about the lady pouring the whole jar of spikenard on Jesus's feet, for burial, because it calmed anxiety and stuff like that. And I have like I usually get to sleep pretty good because I put the magnesium sleep oil on and everything, and then I put lavender in a diffuser and everything, and that puts me right out. But a lot of times anymore, I know a lot of it's age, that I'll wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning, like right on the dot, and that wakes you up like that. And I know the one thing that probably keeps me awake and tossing and turning when I do, and sometimes I will and sometimes I won't, is because the gears in my head start turning, and you'll, oh God, did I do this, do that, or I used to do that all the time when I was driving truck and trying to sleep during the day, and nothing, I just couldn't get any sleep, and I finally had to give it up. But at night I usually slept good once I got back in the habit of sleeping at night again after 13 years of being up all night. But I thought, well, I'm going to start trying the spikenard before bed. And then I woke up and I thought, I'm going to try this. I couldn't get back to sleep at 3 o'clock, and I had it right on my bedroom table, right by the bed, and pulled that thing out and took a couple of whiffs off of it. And then I always start, doing scripture and praying and stuff when I can't go to sleep, and I went right back. I did that a couple of nights so far, so it's real early, so I'm not gonna give a rock solid, oh God, this is, a testimonial on that. In fact, when that osteo healed my elbow, I waited 2 months before I'd say anything to make sure. And it did, and I was, wow, this stuff's unreal.
Yeah.
But I think that's going to be a winner on that, and actually like the smell pretty good too.
Yes, it's pretty fragrant. Like I have a bottle of spikenard, and I didn't know it was real fragrant. So when I took the top off, it made the whole first floor of our house smell like spikenard, and so it's strong as far as the scent.
Yeah.
So I thought this was going to be like the same way, but this is more pleasant. It's not as strong, but I'll use this in the evening time sometimes before going to bed. On those days, those evenings, I have a difficult time like relaxing and wind down. Because like you, Rick, I'm always thinking to have something going on. I always have something going on. So I sniff this before going to bed, and I'm able to, it brings me down. I take black oil too, but it brings me down, and I sleep well. And so I think just come back, just keep doing it, and let us know your results in a couple weeks.
And I
So
do that, and I had like I used to drink. I mean, I love the fact that Nova had there was a cognitive stuff because my mom, lost her back in March from Alzheimer's after 13 years. And I've known people in the family that had that too. And, so many people have Parkinson's. So many people have cognitive stuff. But I started, since we were out of that for so long, I started ordering Mind, and I hadn't used that a whole lot. So now, about an hour before I go to bed, I make a cup of 1 scoop of Tulsi tea and a scoop of Mind in there. And when I do that and use the sleep magnesium and the lavender in the diffuser and everything, I'm out when I go. I mean, as soon as I turn that diffuser on after I've already had the the sleep oil, I'm out within 10 minutes.
yeah, Mind is amazing. Mind is good for people that struggle with wanting to snack in the evening after dinner. Take a shot of Mind after you eat. It's going to help reduce cravings, and combine that with Craving Crusher is great, but also helps you sleep. And so that's why I take my Mind Body and Soul at night. I don't take it during the day, and so it relaxes me. And but Mind is I've been using Mind since I joined the company, so it's been
Mm,
over six and almost over 6.5 years. So great product. You'll love that one. So, but thanks for sharing that, Rick. Appreciate that.
good thing.
And for me, as far as sleeping, I use the sleep spray and still essential oil from HBN. I use those on Friday nights and Saturday nights. So on Saturday night to Sunday night, I slept 8 hours and 42 minutes. I never sleep that long. And I did 4 sprays of the sleep magnesium spray. I did 4 drops of the steel oil and just rubbed it across my chest. Oh, over almost not 9 hours sleep. It's crazy. I woke up and it was and it was light outside, which I'm usually up when it's dark. So we have lots of products for people who have difficulties either falling asleep or staying asleep. So I'm like you, Rick. I wake up at 4 o'clock every day. So weekends, I don't need to be up that early. So that's why I use the sprays and the steel. But thanks for sharing that. Appreciate that, Rick.
Sure.
All right. And then Rhonda says, Mine with milk and honey and warm it up is great sleep. Her husband asked her for that combination nightly. Thank you, Rhonda. Yeah, Mine is amazing. That's a great product. All right, folks, it's 5:39. Anyone else have anything they like to share while we're here? Cool. Seymour, there you go.
Hey, Coach. Hi, everybody. I hope everybody's doing great. I want to talk about that sinus. I never suffer from any type of sinus or allergies or anything like that. I used to hear a lot of people in Mississippi complain about it. I hear a lot of people here complain about the allergies and the sinuses. The only issue I have was my sons, that when they go to bed at night, it's like sleeping in a freezer. So every morning I wake up, I'm stuffy. And so once we got the go-go sticks, I said, well, you know what? I'm going to try this sinus and see if this will help me. Because where my bed is positioned, the vent, even though I try to close that vent, it still will blow that cool air on my face. And I wake up every morning, stuffy nose, feeling like I'm all congested. And I started doing I actually use both the sinus and the allergy at nighttime before I go to bed. And I noticed ever since I've been using it for the last week and a half, when I wake up in the morning, there's no more stuffiness, none of that, head clog and, mucus or none of that stuff. So I got to give it to you. I got to give it to Alexandria and Paula because these things, they do work. I use the Craven. I've been using the Craven at night also before I go to bed. After I do a cup of the broth with the lemon X in it and some cayenne pepper, I inhale some of the Craven Crusher, and that also helps me relax. And thanks to you back in Denver, telling me about the still, because that's, with me having that issue of sleeping at nighttime, once we was in Denver and you told me about that and I tried it, I was like, man, this is crazy. This thing it relaxes you. You don't even know when you fall asleep. Kind of almost like the sleep magnesium spray or back then lotion. But like I said again, thanks to you for turning me on to that still because it does work. I do notice now is like at nighttime, like you, I've been also I drink my mind at night. I don't drink. I used to drink it during the day with all three, mind, body, and soul, and then again, learning from you how that helped you sleep at night. I started taking my mind at night, a little warm cup of mind at night time before I go to bed. That also helps me sleep. But now I can get some serious sleep if I want to because my mind is always running, always turning, going. And but using these products, it has really, really changed my life. And being a product of the product, I can tell you about every single product we have because I got every single product we have and I use every product that we have, except for the pet products. I don't have any pets, but everything else, I use it because for you to be able to tell or help somebody else with an issue they may have, you got to know about the products that you're selling. And if you having the products and you're not using it, you wasting and you hurting somebody. You being selfish because you're not trying to help other people. So use these products. Just try them, and I guarantee you, once you try them, you're gonna learn all the different other issues that one product that you may be using can help with. And then again, be silent and start listening because people is out there that need what we have. And for you to be able to help them, again, you got to be a product of the product. You got to know your product. The same way you know your job, like the back of your hand, you should know this business the same way. You should be able to sit down and go over your business presentation with someone without even looking at your back office. You should be able to tell somebody where to go in their back office, what link to click without even having to have yours up. And the only way to do that is, again, you got to 3 times a day. Click on those links. Learn your website, learn your products, because if you do that, this business can pay you. It can pay you. Look how many diamonds we got since February. And it's because they're taking notes, they're following the direction, they're following the instructions. So now, not only are they able to tell about the story about the products, but now they can tell a story about the the change that they're having in their financial life. And the only way to do that, you have to put in the work. Congratulations to all 14 of you coming to Nashville. We thought Orlando was big with all our diamonds, but Nashville going to take this to another level. So I can't wait to get together and have a diamond picture with every single person that comes to Nashville at its diamond, because it's going to be bigger than last February's picture. So back to you, Coach.
All right, that's awesome. Yeah, like I'm like you, Seymour. We're in Vegas. It's hot. So, I'm not sleeping in 75 degrees. So I keep the thermostat cool at night. So, but the air conditioning is right above our head. I block the vent off, hits me, it's cold. So I've been using the sinus soothe. And sometimes I use algae relief before going to bed, and I wake up clear. And my wife's the same way. So she has her own set, and she feels the same way with you. She uses both like you, allergy relief and some sinus soothe, and wakes up with no stuffiness. And so it's amazing. And then as far as still, sometimes I rub 2 drops in the east sole of my feet. So 4 drops, two drops on my left foot, 2 drops in my right foot, and sometimes I rub it across my chest, but always smell it in my hands. What's left on my hands? Take a deep breath, and I told Seymour I started using it when I would travel, because it would take me 2 or 3 days before I can fall asleep at night from not being in my own bed. And so now when we travel to our events, I'm able to I'm able to sleep that first night, and I use Still every single night. I used to use Calm before with Still, but now I just use Still by itself, and it's amazing stuff. I didn't give the medical disclaimer. Let me give that, right. And so we're not doctors, right? We're not governed by the Food and Drug Administration. None of our products are intended to diagnose, prevent, treat, or cure any disease or health conditions. If you do have any pre-existing conditions or concerns about using any of the products, talk to your doctor before you do so, because these products are very potent and they work. So just have to give that disclaimer. All right, guys, so it's 5:46. Does anyone else have anything they like to share while we're here before we wrap it up? I know it's dinner time for some people. For me, it is. I haven't eaten yet. I did take my sniff of Craving Crusher, Douglas, so I can not be hungry while I'm doing this Zoom. So, but looks like we're good. So lots of good testimonials tonight. Appreciate everyone for being here. If you guys are a guest and you're watching live, get back with whoever invited you here tonight, or listening live. I know there's some people who may be vision impaired. So if you're listening live, hey, get back with the person that invited you here tonight, and tell them what you liked about the information. And we're looking forward to welcoming you to the Golden Sign the Heart Naturals family. We always like to let people know that once you partner with us, we either as a customer, or if you want to join the business, you'll be in business for yourself, but never by yourself. So with that being said, thank you guys for being here tonight, and we will catch you next Monday for the next Monday's testimonial Zoom, and then we have some trainings and opportunity reviews throughout the week. All right, so thank you guys for being here tonight, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.